Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about adding to this team.
I've seen, and maybe just as a fan base, we talked all offseason about Baker, the weapons, the fancy the offense. I have a question about the defense. I understand we have to try to re-sign Clowney, and I hope we can re-sign him at a number that the Browns think is enticing. Do you think that we need to make a splash at linebacker or defensive tackle? The Browns got ran on, and I personally don't like the play of our linebacking core. What do you guys think about the defensive tackle position in the linebacking core? Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. Certainly appreciate all of the voicemails. Tim, when you look at it, they certainly need defensive tackles. There aren't very many of them on the roster. Linebackers, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is going to be a guy that continues to grow. Still don't have a real good read on Jacob Phillips. They spent a third-round pick on him. But defensive tackle, they need to go find a couple.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, that's the biggest need. I always go back to, how the New England Patriots just ran wild on the Browns because they didn't have that interior presence. The Browns didn't defensively to really take that run game away. So they really need to beef up there. It's actually interesting. I was reading an article this morning from Pro Football Network. They were talking about why DJ Jones of the San Francisco 49ers would have been a good fit for the Cleveland Browns. And I ended up looking up his numbers. He has a really good Pro Football Focus grade of 73.2, playing on the same line as Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead. That's a really good defensive line for the 49ers. And he seemed like he played a really good part in that, very good grades in both the run game and the pass game. And he's got an interesting body type, 6 foot, 321 pounds, pretty much a leverage guy. And I think that's a very fascinating thing, very fascinating guy to keep an eye on. Not necessarily as highly regarded as some of the other guys you're going to find in free agency, but that just seems like the way Andrew Berry likes to operate. Get a splashy guy early, like we've seen the last couple of years, and then kind of strike a little bit more in the second tier guys. I'd kind of keep an eye on DJ Jones.
Yeah, I would think if we've learned one thing, that's kind of the MO for Andrew Berry. He'll find the area that he thinks needs to be upgraded significantly. It was Conklin 2 years ago, Johnson last year, and then he just kind of filled it in with one-year deals and guys that just seemed to fit with what they were trying to do.